A visa officer does not look at paper.
4 days while we were waiting for our stamp on our passport, we were told, like, your case has gone through their administrative processing.
There's a lot of things going on in the background that, we may not always be able to share.
The majority of their adjudications are based on paper evidence.
So I was in Saudi Arabia. One thing that I wanted to achieve is to explore better opportunities for myself. And that is where I started this immigration process, where I applied for this H-1B lottery system. I was called for an interview at Jeddah embassy. So when we, went through the interview process, so me and my family were there. And when we went through the interview process, the officer who was standing in the window, he said, okay, you're good. And, like he asked like few questions to us, and he asked for our passports. And we were so happy after that, right? That we got the visa, and my wife was like, okay, now we want to buy some stuff as well, right? So we were all became so excited. Then after like 4 days while we were waiting for our stamp on our passport, we were told, like, your case has gone through their administrative processing. Is there a framework or a checklist when you'll get the green light? What's your take on this?
I think it's important that you understand what the visa officer is doing at the window. So the visa officer at the window is, number one, confirming that you are who you said you are to USCIS. Because before you showed up for your H-1B visa appointment, you had to file an H-1B petition with USCIS, and it had to have gotten approved. The majority of their adjudications are based on paper evidence, which is very different than what a visa officer does. A visa officer does not look at paper, unless it's for an immigrant visa, does not look at paper that much. And they're having a verbal conversation with you. So they're confirming that you are this credentialed individual that USCIS adjudicated and approved the petition for. And they're ensuring that everything that you essentially told USCIS is pretty much true, as much as they can do that in a 2 to 3 minute, visa interview. So once they have done that, from their perspective, as long as you don't have a criminal background or something else going on, they're going to tell you your visa is approved.
It's very similar with USCIS, when you hear your case is pending, that there's a lot of things going on in the background that, we may not always be able to share. So, that doesn't mean that it's not moving or not being looked at, but there's just something getting processed in the background that may take some time.